and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Kindred Lists right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening, and we're just glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us on Friday nights. We're back to our every Friday Kindred List campaign as we got our group gathered together. Sarah unfortunately could not be with us tonight, but we hope that she's doing well and resting up at home. So tonight, before we begin, we want to do a quick shout out to some of our sponsors and supporters. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank our good friends at Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp for sponsoring, supporting the channel. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link to all their websites and storefronts where you could buy some cool RPG related gear. And if you use the coupon code PROBONUS at Little Dragon Corp, you'll get 10% off of your order. And if you visit Cardboard Castle Games in Evans, Georgia, and you say, hey, I'm a fan of Proficiency Bonus, they'll give you 10% off too. So make sure you stop by and check them out if you're ever in town. All right. I think that's all of our pre-stream announcements. How's everybody doing?
You keep forgetting to mention Extra Life, man.
We do have our Extra Life campaign that's continuing to go on through the end of the year. Actually, we're gonna have a few other special streams, some charity streams lined up over the course of the next several months. Our goal is to raise 1K for the kids. So if you could help us out by donating some of those, donating a little bit of your funds to help out and support those families, please do so. If you click on that big green donate button that's right underneath our video screen right there in front of you, you can donate that way, or you can type in exclamation point, Extra Life in our Twitch chat, and you'll get a quick link to our Extra Life dashboard that way, where you can donate funds that way as well. And if you donate 1 month and you get paid the next month and you want to donate again, by all means, please do. You can do that.
I got you.
So we've got like $775 raised already towards our $1,000 goal. So I really believe that we're going to smash that 1K mark before the end of the year. So I'm really excited about that. And those of you that have given already, thank you guys so much. We do appreciate it. It goes to a good cause, and we like to support the children and their families. So thank you all. Last time, it's been a couple weeks, but last time our group was trying to figure out what was going on here at the Xorlarrin family estate here in Menzoberranzan. Molfin did a little bit of recon work in the midst of turning a couple of the drow servants into jelly, boneless, fleshy carcasses, I guess. That's what Molfin.
Good on toast.
What was that?
Good on toast.
Oh, God. As he used the hand of Vecna to eliminate the skeletal structure of these individuals, leaving them just a pile of stuff. That's just nasty.
I made sure to leave at least 2 of them laying around, so
I believe
now they won't think that one guard is crazy anymore.
No, it's been a couple weeks, but remind me, there was a group that did follow, I believe, your party back to where you were staying last time.
Yes, Molfin took over one of them.
Molfin took over one of them, and his name was, gosh, it escapes me now. Reed, yes. And you actually had quite impressed your superior as Reed. And when you made your way...
From my friends.
Yeah, that's right. So Molfin made his way back to his companions after that. And I think you guys were just preparing a way in, and Rild did let you guys know that under the city there was many caves and caverns, most of which lead to underground entrances to a lot of these homesteads and facilities. And I think you guys were just trying to patch out a plan. You guys had a heroes feast, and you guys are just starting to put together the beginnings of a plan. I know that Derek was unable to be here to be a part of that plan, so we might want to just refresher there. Maybe we can all kind of discuss what we were thinking, or if you guys want to just look at the plan again and see if you guys want to talk about it a little bit more here. The adventure is yours, so the story is told. What would you guys like to do?
So the refresher for Derek, as we talked briefly about before stream, it seemed like the party had considered splitting. Basically, Molfin, who has now created and enchanted a fake flask, who basically now it has the magical aura that makes it look like it's the one containing the Dawn Titan. Said, okay, I'll go to the front gate, I'll call out the matron. Sort of draw, she'll come out because she wants this thing, she's going to have some of her high-ranking muckety-mucks with her. Kallista and basically everyone else except for Ashlyn was going to follow Ryald's plan to go down through this sewer entrance he knew about, which he could get them into the lower levels and then basically just start murdering their way up the stairs.
Okay. We're free to murder?
I mean, that's how Molfin's interpreting it. I don't know what Kallista's going to say when she's in there, but...
Well, yeah. As far as Kallista's concerned, these people are not her family. They're trying to kill her dad, so get rid of them.
No, sure.
Sounds
good to me.
There's a reason Kallista has shifted to neutral.
Let's go!
Diana has qualms with the plan. Like she always does, but I'm kidding. Diana just will, I'm just saying, if Diana finds a small child, she will hide it from the party. I think,
out of character, Kristy knows that Kallista is going to have major conflict if there is, in fact, children here. But Kallista isn't even considering that. Kristy knows. Kallista has no concept of that. She thinks it's the priestess and... Yeah.
Diana thinks... I think Diana has also not been considering it just because she's kind of just like, of course we're not going to kill children.
Right. That's
Children are being trained to be warriors in this establishment, so they might be stronger fighters than some of the other people. Therefore, I'll take them on. I'll take care of it. I have no qualm whatsoever killing a child.
We are not killing a child, Vix.
We can't do this.
I am the strongest baby here.
Vix. I support this.
Listen, I'm just saying we killed children once and I literally resurrected them, so don't do it again.
She did, and I remember that was intense. Epic moment. One of my definitely one of my top 10 moments of this entire campaign.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Again.
Are we allowed to murder kids if they stab you first?
It's a child.
No, you're allowed to murder them if they attempt to stab you. If they have stabbed you, you may be dead, in which case it becomes difficult to murder them.
Dana looks at Kallista.
That's true.
You must stop yourself from being stabbed by any means necessary.
Alright, so like if it's a baby, I won't do it.
I'm looking at my dad right now. I'm trying to gauge his reaction to this conversation that Kallista is not actively
He's just kind of like, as they talk, he's just looking back and forth at them. Like as they talk. And he's not saying anything. And then he makes eye contact with you. And he does a little eye roll. And he was like, I thought I told you all. That's... Most of the children would not be here.
Oh. Okay. Most.
Yes.
I mean, it's very rare. I mean, most of them are probably, children don't normally stay with their families here. It's not like that. They're probably training.
Perfect.
Or they could be.
If there is a child,
go ahead.
We can take the child. If there is a child, we can take the child. We can make the child like our ward, and then we can reinstate the child in the position of power, and they'll be sympathetic to our cause.
Well, the child may know that we just murdered their entire bloodline.
Yeah,
and
that feels
for
kind of
widows-
wrong.
Oh,
No,
I do have a
I'm
question.
trying to save this thing.
I do have a question to ask the group of you. Now, you do have
Okay.
you do have 10 drow with you currently
Yeah.
that are wearing the garbs of Duerden,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are all of them?
Yeah.
Are they all like you guys are back at your like hotel, right? Is that where this is all
I
taking
thought we
place?
put them in one of the other rooms.
Oh, did you get another
Well,
room for? Okay, I was just double
Yeah,
checking.
'cause
I was just
doing
trying to
the
figure out
security.
how crowded and cramped this room is, and you know what?
No, because we did a hero's feast, but
Mm.
I couldn't feed everybody.
Right.
So I was like, it's probably best if they all just not say that I'm feeding the entire family and not them.
That's it.
Yeah.
We bought them some food from the discount store and stuck it in a room for them.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Cool. So we're sparing children. Great. Love it. All right. Let's get moving.
Like,
You are sparing children.
We.
I just feel like
I'm going to be
taking
out
them,
front, so
taking them and flipping their morals feels really wrong.
I was joking. All right. I don't know how
Okay.
you handle finding a child.
All right, that's fair. Yeah.
All right.
I was watching a TV show where they do that, and they just something called like Chess of Thrones or whatever. I don't know, but
Makes sense.
it was a game of some sort. I don't remember. No,
this would be a game.
this is not a game. No, this is terrifying. Let's go.
So, Heroes Feast, we sit and eat for an hour, right? Would that qualify as a short rest?
It would qualify for a short rest. Yes, qualify as a short.
Hooray!
But yeah. Anybody?
Is my
If you guys want to spend, if you need to spend hit die for anything or anything like that, you guys can go ahead and do that during this.
No, that
is
just
my
means I get
character
my two
sheet
spell
up
slots
to
back.
date?
Is your character sheet up to date?
Like, did you guys mark off the spell slots or whatever?
We couldn't mark it off. You used 1/5 level.
Okay.
Oh no, crap!
Maybe
It would have been
just
two. No, it would have been 2 5th levels, 2 seemings.
Okay.
I just remembered that I literally deleted D&D Beyond the app off of my phone for storage space because I thought that I was going to have a computer.
Oh no!
Ah,
I can get it open, BB.
TY.
Yeah, I got you. I got Ashlyn and Diana.
Okay.
If it's easier, I can pull up Ashlyn's or send me the link for it.
You have it?
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's easier, so you don't have to manage 2 people's sheets.
Okay.
Makes sense too, because she'd be with Molfin.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's again, I want the parties inside. Like I don't want to be.
Well, that's the last
Molfinizing.
thing Sarah, the player, said she wanted for Ashlyn to do, so I feel like we should stick with what Sarah wanted.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no, right. I agree wholeheartedly. But she also said she'd be following your telepathic instructions too.
Right,
So
true.
she'd be. I'm picturing as we're leaving and we've got the telepathic bond going.
Yeah.
That it's basically she's going to be just relaying to you.
Yes.
Oh crap! He said this. Oh, she said that.
Yeah.
Basically giving Callista the
Like,
rundown.
yeah,
he said
giving
she
me
said
the
whole time.
updates. And if you do the anti-magic and she can no longer, like, you can no longer engage with us, she wants to be able to, like, visually see you to let me know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
And
that's
she's going to be
wow.
basically, in case that happens, I'm picturing she's going to be probably about 10, 15 feet off to one side.
Yeah.
She's going to be invisible anyway, but
Right.
Are we talking about character sheets?
you know what?
I thought we were talking about who's getting whose character sheet for a second. I was like, give Molfin Diana's character sheet.
I have your character sheet.
Yeah. No, I've got Ashlyn's pulled up. Sarah shared it with me, so I didn't know if anyone had it, so I asked her to send it.
No, never mind.
What?
I just love the idea of Molfin governing Diana.
That would be horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, look, I have to save this child. I know how to save them. Take this necklace off and throw it in the ocean.
So, what I'm hearing of the plan is that Molfin is planning on just walking up to the front door of this place with Ashlyn's assistance. Basically hollering or knocking for Xerath to come out to meet with him And
Gotcha.
while the rest of you follow Riled through the tunnels and go up through the lower levels. That's the overall gist of the plan.
Yes,
from what
I
I
feel
get.
like and it would come down to timing, like because we're doing the telepathic bond. I feel like Kallista would tell Molfin to wait until we're like at least close to getting in, so it's distraction.
Exactly my thought is, okay, we're right around the corner.
Yeah.
Molfin just starts walking down the street and starts, oh, look, there's their building again. Let's start lighting little fires on the building, get people's attention.
Okay. So is there anything you guys want to do before you set this plan into motion? Or are you guys ready?
I'm assuming now would be when I double cast Seeming? Or was that earlier?
Oh, so that would have been earlier. You cast it once first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, you cast it once first thing in the morning to get the group over to pick up the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds right.
Because Molfin wasn't there. And then you cast it a second time with the soldiers to make all of you look like House Duerden.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. I follow now.
And then Molfin will cast Telepathic Bond right before they leave.
Okay.
Then actually... Oh, damn it. No, he can't do it. So yeah, he'll do that. And then he's just going to sort of hang out at the inn until he hears...
Okay, so...
until he hears that they're getting close.
All right, so Molfin, in some incantations that you guys are familiar with, you can hear his voice once again in your minds without him moving his lips. And you guys are all telepathically connected.
And actually, I'm going to, before I cast this, should I include one of the individuals from our mercenaries? Do we want them on the party line in case something happens? Because there's 7 of us, including your father. I can do up to 8.
Maybe not.
Okay.
I see what you're going for, but I don't think Kallista trusts anything down here to do that.
Perfect.
And they don't know who we truly are.
And they don't know who we truly are, and I'm scared that like they're going to be picking up information that we're throwing back and forth.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea, but the place and location is not ideal.
Works for me.
I will cast as we are all heading out, as long as everyone's within 30 feet as we go towards those tunnels. I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Excellent.
Molfin and Ashlyn just sitting there playing cards.
So you're not bothering to leave yet, Molfin? You guys are just going to stay there?
No, because the inn that they went to is like, it's only a couple of 100 feet from the... It's fairly near where they're...
Fairly near. Right? It's not like... It'd be, within a few blocks. Yeah.
Yeah. So Molfin will wait a little while, and basically once Riled says that they're about, 10 minutes out, Molfin and Ashlyn will start heading out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're definitely going to rely on Dad here because he knows roughly what's going on.
Okay. Sure. So, casting Pass Without a Trace, are you guys... would your goal to be stealthy going, like, through the city into these underground tunnels? Or would you wait until you got closer to worry about being super stealthy, do you think? Like, are you worried about people seeing you going into tunnels in Menzoberranzan or not? That's the question.
I would assume so.
Why?
Unless it's
Your House Duerden. Who cares?
What
It'd be
what
more
we're gonna do
suspicious
there.
to look sneaky.
Is it a common thing for people to go into these tunnels?
Rod would tell you that they use them sometimes for quick travel outside of the streets. They also use them for quick travel to the surface so they can bring in. Honestly, like, some of the families like to snoop on each other. So they'd like to sneak, like when they do raids and stuff, they'll bring like their captives and stuff down through these tunnels and then into their places so they're not marching them down the street, you know, so they can't. Some of them like to be showboaty like that and do that, but some of them like to, hey, you know what, let's keep this on the back burner.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
if it's
think
a common thing.
Kallista was already of the mind that because we look like House Jordan, because we look like House Jordan, we want to have it a little bit showboaty, like, so she's not going to hide it, she's not going to, like, advertise it, but if we get seen as House Jordan going into the sewers or whatever, she's not worried about it.
Okay.
It's when we get close to this state, the Xorlarrin estate, that she wants to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so you're going to wait till you get closer. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you guys make your way, and actually what you guys do is you go through, Ryle actually leads you guys into the forest of giant mushrooms, basically. And you guys start to go through this forest, and he leads you to the direction of the cave. He also mentions to you that there's not just like one entryway to this place. There's several throughout the city. And he leads you to one that he has been familiar with. On the way, he's like, yeah, some of my first days after my curse, I spent carefully mapping out a lot of these places.
What's the safest place for you to be, then?
Well, I'll be honest, nowhere here is safe, but...
Yeah, I'm picking that up.
But with his help, he didn't even have to make a roll. You guys make it to this entryway within this cave that leads you sort of on a downslope inside between massive mushrooms just to your left and right and everywhere. And you guys make your way into the lower tunnels. You get to a point where some of the tunnels kind of split a little bit. And Ryle looks to the left, and he looks to the right. And he just stops there for a moment. He looks to the left again. And he looks to the right. He just stands there.
Dad?
It's been a while.
For a while.
Oh, wait. That's it. It's this way. And he points to the right. And then starts walking.
Are you sure?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Positive. It's this way.
At this point, I just want to keep an eye out, just as like checking behind us. I'll basically take up the rear of the group, and
Okay.
just want to make sure nothing is coming up from behind us or anything like that.
Okay. All the drow are with you. The 10 fighters too. They're all with you as well.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. You guys continue to walk for a little bit of time. And since you said you were looking out, Silver, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
5.
5. Okay.
Yep.
You guys see ahead of you, Silver is actually like turned around watching backwards, and the rest of you are like looking forward, and you can see like this little bit of a green glow coming from up ahead. Morale's just continuing to walk normal pace the whole time through these underground tunnels.
Dad, what's that? What's that ahead?
It's just probably some bioluminescent fungus or something like that glowing down here. I mean, I have a lot.
Are you okay?
I'll be honest, I don't know what I am.
I'm gonna hold my hand up and signal everybody to stop. Talk to me. What's going on? I'm insight checking this man.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. You can make an insight
What's
check.
going on with my dad? Is he scared? My dad's scared.
Can Diana also insight check him just in case, you know what, maybe Kallista is biased, you know, believes her father.
Sure, go ahead.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably am biased, honestly. Not bad, 16.
Okay.
I'll wait to hear what Diana's number
I
is.
just threw that straight into all of the other dice. I'm dumb.
Yeet.
Just yeet it straight into the pile.
She throws it
Okay.
over her shoulder, it hits the ceiling fan and goes flying across the room.
I should have taken the one that landed in the pile, to be honest. Plus... That is a 16.
16. Okay. You guys both get the vibe that... You get the Han Solo vibe. He just has a bad feeling. Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like your wizard's going to betray you or anything.
Molfin, don't you dare. Can I make a perception check on this light and like any movement ahead?
Sure.
Picturing Molfin has already lost about probably 5 or 6 platinum to Ashlyn in whatever game we're playing.
30.
Yeah. 30.
Yes, sir.
You can't see it's almost as if like when you're looking down the tunnel it turns a little bit to the right where the green glow is coming from, and you can almost see like the beginnings of what seems to open up maybe in a bigger area, and you swear you saw just the glimmer of a shadow, like a really like light shadow, maybe like, you know how when a person's like really far away from the light source and they walk ahead of it, there is a little bit of a motion shadow, but it's very faint. You thought you saw something like that coming from up ahead.
Alright, we might have company ahead. Let's just stay quiet and see what we got. You're sure it's this way?
Oh yes, positive. I mean, I don't remember all the exact details of everywhere down here, but I know we're headed in the right direction.
Okay. I will just, without giving a reason, I'm just gonna grab his hand and just drag him like with me.
Okay.
Holding his hand.
Holding his hand? Awesome.
Yeah.
And at that point, Ashlyn's like, full house! And slams the cards down.
Another platinum pushing across the table.
You guys make your way up, and Kallista, you can see that this place opens up into a little bit of a larger area, and you can hear the trickle of water. It almost seems like there might be some kind of underground stream or something that cascades through this area that you guys are walking up to. Have you already cast Pass Without a Trace, or were you waiting to get closer? Okay.
No, I feel like she would, because he told me it's not that far in.
Yeah, you guys aren't that
So,
far
I
away
think-
now.
Especially when she sees movement that's instantly being cast.
Okay. So, Riled is still in front. Are you in front with him?
Yes,
marching
I'm
order?
actually slightly ahead of him. I want him slightly behind me because, like, I'm getting him. His uneasy vibes are making me uneasy, so I want to be in front of him.
Yeah, you start to walk where the cave starts to open up a little bit, and you can see some, I won't say like bright green light, but it seems like there's these mushroom patches and larger mushrooms that seem to be glowing green. There's also a stream that kind of runs through this area, and it seems like there's a couple inclines, like almost like areas of cliff that kind of jet out on the right side from where you're walking. And it looks as if you guys are going to have to get across this stream that seems to almost kind of jet down a little bit, almost like it's like cut into the floor. It's like if you imagine like the floor ends and then it begins again on the other side of the stream. So you guys are going to have to find a way to get across this.
How far across is it?
Let me check really quick. Probably about this widest part, probably 15 feet.
So it's not very big, but we have no idea how deep.
You can't really tell how deep. It's just dark water. And I did not plan that in the music at all. That's crazy.
I could probably toss people across.
If I could find my spells.
Okay, hang on. I think I can get us across, no problem.
Or I could just walk through also, I don't...
I can also make a bridge.
You can make a bridge?
I can make a bridge.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 7th level spell, but I can make a bridge.
Oh, I can do something like a 4th level. I can put a grasping vine on the other side and just pull us over.
Up to you. You're the boss.
Because you said the widest point is 15 feet, right?
15, yep.
It can hit up to 30 and pull 20, so it could clear us over. But that's a 4th level. Do we have anything lower?
Everybody's making bids on the lower level spells right now.
Would you have to cast that a couple times?
Water walk maybe, but I don't know if we can hit multiple people with it.
Yeah, but I don't know what all the
I
guards
think
we
water
have.
walks number up to 8.
Yeah, the problem is that you have those 10 others with you.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Would you be able to get all of us with just the 1 4th level?
As long as everyone's not, as long as everyone's willing, I could get
How long does it last for?
a minute.
That'd be about 6 people then. Or 10 people.
10 people. Okay, so I could just do it twice.
Or does anyone have water walking?
Me.
It's a 3rd level spell that can get 10
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So one person casts water walking, you get 10.
I
The
don't
other
have
does
it
grasping.
today.
Yeah, but Diana's saying she does.
Do you have it today?
Yeah. Yeah. I can decide that I have it today because I'm still writing my sheet.
Okay, that's valid. All right, yeah.
That's
If
a 3rd and a 4th level. Nobody's taken too much of a hit to their faculties.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean-
we water walk the group,
Water walk for 10 people. Yeah.
water walk the 10 people, and then I'll grasping vine the rest of us. And that way we only burn 1 slot each.
Yeah. Just please be careful with the grasping vine over the moving body of water.
As
That's
long as we're willing,
scary.
it should be fine, and it doesn't do damage. Yeah, I don't think it does damage.
No. What if it breaks?
You
whatever
don't
goes
have
with
to
it.
worry about me. I can get myself across. I will just run and jump. So I can jump 25 feet.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
can run and jump.
Yeah, I can just fly. I can just fly across.
That's what I was saying. I just throw people. I have a 25 strength. That
I was gonna say I was waiting for you guys to just
doesn't cost.
just
doesn't
start
cost a
flying
spell
and
slot.
stuff.
Oh my god. Are you gonna? Okay, let's see how. We'll see how this goes. Are you gonna yeet people?
I can. I mean, with
It-
how far, Michael? Do you think I could throw someone 15 feet
With a successful
with a
athletics
25
check,
strength?
I would say probably. You'd still have to make a check for it, because there
Okay.
there is a chance.
Well,
that
here,
I
it'll-
want to see
it'll
him
fail.
yeet Diana in full armor.
Vix, you wanna go?
I'm gonna take.
Since you can
I'm
fly,
gonna take
wanna,
you guys over to a map so you guys can see what this place looks like. Okay.
Yeah, let's visualize what we're doing
So
here.
I'm gonna let you visualize it a little bit. So, can you guys see?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So you see where you guys are located on this ledge. There's water. Okay, and you see how there's
I mean-
facets of ledges over on the other side. So your best bet is to go over here, the easiest way.
Yeah.
Now this is higher, so you would have to get up too. This is kind of like a pillar that goes up to the ceiling here. And the water continues
Wait,
on.
where are we going?
You guys are trying to get to
This
the
way,
other side.
probably,
Yep,
right?
this way. That's where you guys want to go.
We'd have to jump it twice.
It's not that difficult. We'll be honest.
Let's found some color in there so we can really tell them apart.
Oh,
I
and I'm
mean-
sorry, people on Twitch chat. Let me get you guys a visual of this too. You guys can see what the party has to deal with right now. There we go.
Are y'all feeding this in your minds back over to Molfin and Ashlyn so we know what's going on down there?
Probably, yeah.
Molfin will chime in and just say, well, having him throw you once, it's still better than expending 4 spell slots.
Yeah, but I can also just spend one and not have anybody need to be thrown at all.
You can take care of everyone in 1 spell slot.
I can, in a 7th level spell slot, which I don't have much of spells to cast at 7th level, I can make a bridge all the way across.
Yeah, you could. I think
To
I
the
know
other
exactly
side.
what you're- Mirage Arcane, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think I have that.
My favorite spell in the game.
Raud kind of looks at you.
All the way,
Uh,
all the way over to here.
Kallista, Raud looks at you and says, like, I'm sorry, honestly, it was a lot easier to get through here when I had 8 legs.
No, that's valid.
I can affect up to a mile radius. I can just make a structure.
Let's do that then.
Well, if you are comfortable using it.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right,
I'm
let's
gonna be
just do that.
stabbing people anyway.
Yeah, let's just do it then, because I have it if we need it again.
Well, it lasts for 10 days.
Oh shit!
So
All right.
the bridge will be here.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
I'll
know to
just
follow you on.
I'll spend 10 minutes
Wait,
casting
wait.
Mirage Arcane.
Okay.
And that's not changing the structure of the earth in any way, right? That's just like
Nope.
creating an image.
It's like
Yeah.
an illusion that feels real for 10 days.
So Vix steps up here and he starts setting up candles.
Yeah. I'll set up a little like half circle of candles, like where I want to put the bridge. I'll light them all, and then I'll like step into the half circle, and then just like push the shadows out. And as I push outwards, the shadows just arc up over the river all the way to the other side where we're trying to go, and then there is a solid wooden bridge
Okay.
all the way to the other
I
side.
have a question for you, Vix.
It's an illusion.
so
How is it?
are you making like, can you make 2 bridges? Like, are you putting one on this side and then one over on the other side? Is that something you can do? Or
I
can
was
you
just gonna make it
one
arc over.
all the way over to the far side, like over here, to where you don't have to worry about the water anymore at all?
Yeah, I was just gonna make it arc all the way over to there.
Okay, sure.
I could make 2 bridges if that's more canon for you.
No, not to me. It doesn't.
If that makes more sense for you.
It doesn't matter. I was just
gonna make
trying to
one
get into
big
your
bridge.
headspace and figure out exactly, what you were envisioning, so I could visualize it like you.
Yeah. I'm just I'm making one big bridge all the way over to the other side, and in fact, I'll even stabilize it with the little islands in the center there. I'll just put like a couple of beams coming up to stabilize the center bits of the bridge.
Okay. So, can you do me a favor on your roll 20? Are you able to kind of just like draw some?
Sure.
Kind of draw your bridge out there so we can. There you go. Look at that.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my squiggly water.
I don't know why I made it blue. That was probably not the best idea.
It's okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. So you guys watch as these shadows just start to cling to one another. And within 10 minutes, Vix has produced this arcane, seems to be nice wooden bridge. Goes right across over to the other side.
Good job. It's very helpful.
It'll be here for 10 days.
Well, now we know how to get back. All right, let's go.
All right, Riled and Kallista continue moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Still pass without a trace. Stealthin.
Okay, everybody make a stealth check for me. I'll make just one general check for the group of drow. Wow, they rolled good. They rolled a 19. Also, Riled tells you, Kallista, as you guys are starting to walk on this bridge, it might be a good idea to tell your friend that it's gonna be time soon. Oh, wait, I'm telepathically bonded.
I was just gonna say, Dad, you're on the group chat.
I'm under a lot of stress right now. I'm sorry.
I know it's new technology, but you'll get there.
Molfin, it might be time for you to start your stage of the plan.
I suppose I could do to stop losing money to her. So,
Ashlyn has like 25 platinum, just like, yes!
so if you happen to watch this episode, Sarah, you are 25 platinum richer.
Oh, I just
There you go.
You're welcome.
You're just gonna watch the stream to find out about it. And so Molfin will start heading down. Ashlyn will make herself invisible.
And you're going.
And Molfin is walking
You're going
down.
as Molfin, correct? You're not. Or are you going in your disguise?
100%.
Okay. All right.
Nope. Xerath is well, I don't think she's anticipating Molfin really walking up to the front of the property, but she knows who she's been dealing with. So Molfin's not going to hide it. Molfin's just out and proud and on his own at the moment. Well, so to speak.
Is now Ashlyn she is currently under the seeming spell, right? So does she still
I
look like
believe
a
yeah, she.
drow?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she was with everyone, so she would be a Dwarden Drow as well.
Okay. Would she be Dwarden
know she
drow, or
has
would she still be
something,
that like that other drow that she was posing as?
I think we wanted her to change it up
Change it up.
because we didn't want. Yeah,
They
I
want to
think
be
she is a
recognized from
Dwarven
the
drow.
banquet, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
because we didn't realize she was going with Molfin until we had already done seeming, and then it was like, well, makes sense.
Just trying to see. Oh, so she can only become invisible for 1 minute.
Oh,
So,
so that's when combat
Molfin's gonna have to.
Oh yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, either Molfin's gonna have to cast invisibility on her if you wanted to keep it going for
Yeah, hold
longer,
on.
or you guys are gonna have to
Yeah, I'm just.
do something different.
I'm assuming Ashlyn would have told us that she has that limitation beforehand.
Absolutely.
yeah.
She would know about that.
Molfin's gonna fix it.
Yeah, I think that's more of like a combat invisibility thing, more so than
Yeah,
you know.
It is.
yeah. So Molfin will cast regular invisibility on her because that lasts up to an hour. Unfortunately, that is concentration. So if Molfin has to do something, she may be popping out of, this random drow may be appearing. But
Okay.
yeah, so she is currently invisible for an hour.
Okay. Molfin makes Kallista invisible, and you guys begin, or no, not Kallista, Ashlyn invisible.
Ashlyn.
And you guys start walking down the street towards.
That would be mighty impressive if he could make Kallista invisible from here.
That's it. Boom. Kallista's invisible too. Look at that. How'd this happen?
No, if I had sent my familiar with you, I could have.
True. So Kallista and Riled making their way. Riled communicates across this bridge. About halfway across the bridge, you guys all of a sudden hear something come from about the large kind of crumbling opening that's to the right, where it starts to kind of incline up. You hear like a and all of a sudden, Kallista, you are enveloped by a sticky, gooey substance that just kind of wraps all around you quickly, cocooning you, as Kallista has been webbed and is now kind of stuck to the bridge, because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Which is very rare, so I take advantage of it.
For some reason, the bridge is over Kallista.
Let me
I can see it.
let me send it to the back. Let's see what can I send it to back? There we go.
There we go.
Just because the layers are all messed up a little bit. So, Kallista, you are considered restrained,
Rude.
and I need everybody that's down here to roll initiative.
Oh.
As
Michael, while they're rolling initiative, just to give you a heads up, as Molfin gets closer to the house, he's going to start casting Firebolt. And just putting little motes of fire on the front of their house to get their attention.
Okay.
Not aiming at any people, aiming at stone structures, things that'll, flashy, enough to create a scene, but not look like he's not trying to cause any undue damage.
Okay. And I'm going to get ready and put on a little bit of different music here, as it seems something has revealed itself down here within these tunnels.
Oh no.
All right. How do we do on initiatives, guys? Kallista?
19 for me.
19 for Silver. Okay.
15 for me.
15 for Kallista. How about Diana? 5. Okay. Vix?
Diana appears to be muted.
22.
22. And Ryle has got to roll his initiative. And roll for Ryle. Ryle gets an 8. And why don't we do this? We'll have all your drow group go together as well. So,
Okay.
Kristy, why don't you go ahead and roll one initiative for the drow?
Oh, natural 19.
Natural 19. For some reason, I did not add them to this, so I'm gonna have to duplicate my tab here and pull up their character sheet really fast so I know what they had. You said, what'd you say you rolled?
19 on the die.
19 on the
19
die.
on the die.
Nice. Oh, why does this do this to me sometimes? There we go. 19? They get on 21.
Damn.
All right, first up is Vix. You're first to respond to this. So it seems you can see, looking to your right, behind this pillar, clinging to the wall, is a figure. A rather large figure that has the upper torso, what seems to be a really raggedy-looking drow figure with knotted long hair. Some kind of purple glowing orb in its right hand, and it has the body of a very large black spider.
I hate spiders. I look to Kallista for approval.
Kallista is
Attacking.
cocooned in a web stuck to the side of the bridge right now.
Can I see anything? Am I fully wrapped because it's a nat 20?
You're not fully. You can still see. You're just restrained. You just can't
Okay.
move.
Seeing her all webbed up, I'm just gonna go.
Yep.
I will.
And I'll say that Riled was probably halfway across the bridge with Kallista, so he would be up here. I don't know where you guys would have wanted your tokens to be whenever this all took place, so.
I'm
close to
sticking in the
everyone, but-
back with Silver. So I don't
Yeah.
know where he would have been.
I would probably been up here with you.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I just
I would've been
imagine the
waiting for
drow
people
were
to,
just kind of
cross
like
the bridge and
following
stuff.
you guys everywhere you go, so I just assume that they're always kind of behind you.
I
Um,
assume Diana's close, but not too close, so I put her a little bit farther behind us.
Okay.
I will bonus action whisper to the sword, fire, and then the sword ignites in the blue blaze. And then I will click the boots, fly over to this spider person.
As the boots begin to lift off, he goes flying through the air.
Oh, I would only get here.
You can only get there?
Yeah, 30 feet. Yep. Angrily, not being close enough to stab the spider person, I'll throw my poison dagger at her instead.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Where is my... +9. 22 to hit.
22 is gonna hit.
Wonderful. Let me just make sure of something really fast. Aha, I can. It's just a weapon attack. I will use Psychic Blades on this attack.
Psychic Blades. Okay.
So that is 1d4. Where are you? um 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points of piercing?
I
Okay.
need a are they immune to poison?
You don't know.
Well, if they're not, I need a DC 16 con save.
DC 16 con save. That is a 6.
Wonderful. So they take 6, 7, 8. Math is hard, folks. Okay. $29 points of poison damage.
29 points of poison damage.
And they're poisoned until the start of my next turn.
Poisoned. Okay.
And
You did
that's the first time
psychic
the poison
blades, right?
attacks ever. Yeah, so I gotta roll that too.
So there's that damage coming in too.
3. Oh God.
Vic's just trying to pop some heads right now.
So that's 27, 30 points of psychic damage.
30 points of psychic. Gosh.
And that's it for that throw.
So yeah, flying across, Vic's frustrated that he can't quite get into range, just takes the blade of the dagger, begins to cast his incantations, and the blade begins to start to glow and sparkle with these resonant shadows start to cling to it, and he just whips it that 5 feet, and it sticks into the flesh of the Drider in front of him. You hear, ah! And then it reaches up and kind of grabs and pulls some of its raggedy hair out of its head.
Gross.
Anything else?
Gross. Nope. I'm
There-
gonna hang out right here in the middle of the air.
Okay. And you guys can collectively control these guys, but your group of drow, they can go.
What can they do?
They got arrows.
They have just the basic drow character sheet, which means their armor class is 15, their hit points are 13, and they have a short sword and a hand crossbow. That's what they're equipped with. They also have the innate spell casting. They can do at will dancing lights, and they can do once per day darkness or fairy fire.
Well, let's have one of them throw a fairy fire, and then the rest just light them up with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, only 3 of them can see, based off of this this outcropping that kind of blocks visual. But if you guys want to have them all, they can all move up, and you guys can
Yeah,
have your way.
probably.
Okay. Let me do this. I might be able to give you guys control of these guys. Let's do this. Sheet, file info, edit. In players' journals, all players. Edited and controlled by all players. At the top of your journals, do you guys see drow now?
Yep, they're movable.
Yep, if you guys want to, you guys can move and position those tokens. They have 30 feet of movement. So that way you guys can control them and kind of position them where you want them. And
I mean, I'm just grabbing some of the back,
No,
trying
yeah,
to move
you're
them out
good.
so they can see.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, and if you guys want Matthew to like help during the encounter running those guys too. That's totally up to you guys.
So he can probably see. Let's. Yeah, he can see. He'll out of range, but
Yeah, just the attack would be made with
he can shoot
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks good.
I think all of them at this point can see.
And I think if you guys want to, I have the character sheet imported into Roll20. So you should be able to just, if you want to, you should be able to just click on what you're doing and it should work in the Roll20 if you guys want to use it. It's your choice.
Well, let's
So is the first
see if
one,
One of them can.
they doing fairy fire?
Yeah, let's see if we can get a fairy fire off.
Okay. Dex save, okay. Dexterity saving throw for the Drider. Natural 1.
Well, it's lit
Now as it's like ripping out its hair, it's now glowing.
9 of them can shoot.
9 of them can shoot.
3 of them are within range. The other 6 are at disadvantage.
All right.
So basically 3 straight rolls, 6 disadvantage rolls.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 6 disadvantage.
6 disadvantage, yeah.
It has
1.
advantage because of fairy fire, right?
It does.
Oh right.
Well,
So it's
they
straight.
would-
Oh.
they would be, yeah, they'd be just a normal roll then for the disadvantage shots, right? Because
Okay, so the first one would be at advantage, and then the second ones would be straight rolls.
hold on, let's pause. Let's pause it. Yeah, let's pause it anyway. The advantage ones would be the first 3, right? So
First 3,
so
yes.
that 2 of those hand crossbows are going to strike the target. So what we'll do is we'll just click on hand crossbow right here, and the first one does 7 points of piercing damage. And I'm not going to make that saving throw because they're already poisoned.
Right.
But this is for 1 hour. Never mind. Let me go ahead and make it anyway.
And if he fails by 5 or more, he's just unconscious.
Oh yeah, he is okay. There's 7 piercing.
And it's disadvantage for already being poisoned.
Yep, true. And another saving throw. Fails. So poisoned up to an hour now, and that's 14 points of damage from those first 3, okay?
All right.
So now you can make all the normal just rolls.
So the first normal probably doesn't hit because it's a 16.
16 misses.
Okay, so there's 1,
Miss.
2,
Miss.
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 3.
Miss.
Oh my god. 4,
Miss.
5.
Miss.
shit.
They all miss. So even with the fairy fire and the glowing, some of them like deflect off to the side of the wall. Some of them hit that pillar that's in their way as they're just like all just pulling out these hand crossbows and just firing them at will. Unfortunately, most of them just break and clatter across the ground.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
All right, and that will end their turn because that's really all they can do. Bringing us to Silver.
Alright, so seeing how I can't really get over there without using spell slots, which I don't really want to do, I just holding my scimitar in my left hand, extend my hand, and I'm going to cast the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Which at this level I get 4 beams. So basically you see 4 icy looking beams come out at the tips of all 4 of my fingers as they shoot out.
Ooh.
With advantage, correct, to the fairy
Yep.
fire.
Fairy fire advantage, yep.
So that is going to be a 23 on the first,
That's going to hit.
a 28 on the second,
Definitely.
24,
Oh, yeah.
natural 20.
Oh, boy. Somebody had to make up for all the terrible drow shots.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Show 'em how it's done, Derek.
First 3, 8,
Take some pointers, boys.
That's 16 on the first 3.
16 total for the
Points
first
of
3?
force damage. Yep, and
Okay.
here's the crit, which is 12 from that.
12 total from that?
Yeah.
All right, so these Eldritch Blasts just fly right in between, like they kind of wrap around Vix flying there and just directly hit this thing right in the chest. It teeters back. It looks really rough in front of you right now, Vix. It's struggling to kind of... It's like halfway on the wall, halfway kind of on this pile of rubble down there in this kind of darkened corner area here. Anything else, Silver?
And then as my movement, I would like to run and jump across this, basically over to here, if I can.
It is about
From where?
5 to 7 feet higher on that side. So basically, you imagine like 2 levels. You're running from the lower level, and you're jumping and trying to get up to the higher level. So I am going to ask you to make an athletics check for me.
That's a
Also
9,
wouldn't you to be able to
so 22.
22. Kind of like Super Mario, like boing, and you just like land on your feet and you run right onto the other side of the other platform. No problem.
Cool. So am I up here then?
Yep, you're up on top.
Or am I on that ledge?
You'd be up there. Yep.
And that'd be it.
All right.
That's in my turn.
Perfect. Excellent. That brings us to Kallista, who is restrained in webbing. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door from my staff.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm going to point out that, chat had given you a player inspiration to help you break free, but...
Oh, well, thanks. I'll take that. I'm gonna need that soon. So,
She's gonna bank that one.
She's been watching Molfin a long time. She knows how he does. So yeah, she's literally just gonna cast Dimension Door from her staff and just, yep. And that's my turn at the moment because I don't think I can do anything else.
Will you describe that for us? Like, what does it look like when you cast your Dimension Door over to the other side? What do they see?
Well, I'm not sure if they see anything because she's so wrapped up and like she's holding her staff, and if the staff, they probably see like a glow like from like within the cocoon, and it kind of pulses for a second, and then on the third pulse, she kind of just like disappears into space and then pops back out, and like very familiar to the fairy fire, but it's very short.
The cocoon probably just drapes over the edge of the bridge, just sitting there now, without anybody inside it. Great. So Kallista getting up to the top ledge. Was there anything else that you wanted to do, or is that your turn?
No, I'm not using my wild shape yet, so I'm staying put.
Okay.
And I kind of like in my mind, we have a bit of a setback. Just give us a minute, Molfin.
And Kallista, actually, as you get up there, I imagine you're looking towards this fairy-fired creature. You can see, coming down the walls, are some pretty big spiders. They're climbing slowly, kind of in the darkened shadows, and they're just picking up some of that glimmering glow of purple-violet from the fairy fire that seems to be resonating from this drider. And it is the spider's turn. They are next to go. One of them actually crawls down the wall over here close to Vix, kind of dangling on the wall, and is going to like reach out towards Vix and try to bite at Vix. That's only a 13. I believe that's going to miss. It misses.
It misses.
The other spider actually is going to move over a little bit and actually extends its... I don't know if it's... Is it called a thorax on a spider? Like its rear end?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Kind of extends its thorax, and all of a sudden this nasty strip of webbing comes and shooting out towards Vix. And it's actually an attack roll, not a saving throw, so it's going to make an attack roll. That is a 23 to hit.
Jesus.
That just barely positively hits.
Okay, you are restrained by webbing.
I cannot be... Wait, no, magically restrained.
Yeah, this is not magic. It's just a web.
Curses. All right. I fall to the ground.
Oh, you fall to the ground. Yeah, you'd only fall a little bit because you're not up too high from there. Well, actually... Probably, yeah.
I'm probably like 15 feet.
Yeah, I think you're more like 10. So you take a total 2 points of bludgeoning damage. So I rolled 2 ones.
Wonderful.
And the other spider that's there is actually going to crawl up to Kallista and attempt to bite her. Oh, 19 on the die for a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit. So you take a total of 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
That's an 18
Eight-
con save.
18 is a save, so you take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Okay. You also hear chittering steps coming from behind you.
No way.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna dash up to Kallista.
No.
Gonna dash up to Kallista. And also, on the other side of the bridge, one of them kind of like leaps off of the ceiling up to Riled onto this bridge, gripping the side of the bridge. This one's going to continue to move along the ceiling. Stop there. One of them's going to shoot a web at Riled. For a 20. Riled is now restrained within a web. And one's going to shoot one at Diana.
No, 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 no. Oh me, oh my. Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, Diana is
restrained in a
got her.
web. And the last one is going to bite with advantage on Riled. Because he is restrained. That will be a 21, and that will hit Riled. Riled is going to take 4 points of piercing. As the spider bites into him, and then he's got to make a con saving throw. And he succeeds on his con saving throw, and he's only going to take half of this poison damage, which is going to also be 4 points of poison damage. And that is going to end the spider's turn. Bringing us to Riled. What would Riled do? Sorry, my computer's lagging me out here really big time. There we go. I think Riled would need to get out of here.
Up until those other ones crawled down, I was, he had a penchant for Fireball in the past. But now he's got-
Yeah, he's got a lot of people in the way here. He needs to try to get out. And his character, because of his change of faith and class and things, his spell list has changed quite significantly. So he doesn't really have much to like help him get out. I mean, he's just gonna try to escape, maybe. Strength check. Gonna try it. Just misses. He can't get out. So he is trapped. Bringing us to Diana.
Yay! So it's a strength check to get out of this.
It is a strength check, but you got to use your action to do that, unless you have something else that you wanted to do. You can still act, but you'd have to do everything at disadvantage. Basically, is what restrained is. Like if you try to attack, you'll be attacking at disadvantage. You can still cast spells and such.
Okie dokie. Does anybody look particularly bad injury-wise?
I think from what you can see, no.
Around the table.
Reminder,
Alrighty.
we all have 18 extra hit points.
Yeah, you guys came into this pretty
That's
Alright.
max hit points, right? That's not temp HP, right?
Yeah, that's
No, you can
max.
heal up back up
Yeah,
past
yeah.
the 18.
That's what I thought.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's temp HP? Or
It's
No, it's max.
Its max HP goes up
max
by 18.
Yeah.
I
For the day.
am going to make a strength saving thing.
For 24 hours. So if you get healed, like say someone gives you a heal worth 70 points, you can go up to the 18.
Yep.
So like the additional 18.
That would be a 20 strength saving throw.
Oh, you're out. You've
Yay!
pulled at the side of the webbing, and it stretches and breaks and rips, and you are now free from the webbing. You still have your movement if you'd like to use it, and you still have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
I would like to run up closer to Kallista. As close as I can get. Ooh, sorry. Sorry. As close as I can get to Kallista, and kind of just like be at the ready beside her, since there's nothing else for me that I can particularly think of doing. So
okay, I will say like she'll be able to jump from the bridge to this first ledge, but it'll take it'll take 10 feet of movement for her to scamper up that like little 5 foot to the top where you're at.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Kristy, like right here, this would be
So she could only get
that would be 10 feet right there. Because she's basically having to like put her hands up and kind of like pull herself up at that moment. So it's like
so she can only get to the top ledge and that would be it, right?
Yeah, she's kind of in the process of like pulling herself up. Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Alright.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Revealing itself up here on this pedestal area,
Jesus.
crawling around, and back behind you all, as they begin to take arrows and start firing down at you guys. More Driders. They get.
All right, more than inconvenience. We have a lot more Driders showing up, Molfin.
How many are there now?
There are 4 Driders total. One is looking very hurt and is glowing with fairy fire. But here comes 3 arrows at Vix, who is restrained.
Excuse me?
Who is restrained, so that would be advantage.
Wow.
The first one.
They can see me?
Yeah, he's up. She is up really high on that pedestal. That is 25 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
Okay. You're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage from the arrow.
Is Vix or the enemy
Plus an additional
within 30
1
feet of me?
plus an additional 1 point of poison damage.
Is Vix or the enemy within 30 feet of me?
They both are within
Yes.
30 feet of you, yes.
Then I'm not sure which one it's supposed to qualify for me to be able to use this, but I cast Warding Flare on whichever the next thing is that he tries to hit him
so
with.
it'll make it disadvantage, which will make it a normal roll because he's restrained. So it'll make it a normal roll. So here comes the second arrow. Is this?
You said 1 point of poison?
1 point of poison. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not like a save or take damage. It says plus take this damage. So, even with the warding flare, it's a 21. Does that hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So the warding flare, it seems to be a little too late, Diana, as it looses the arrow just in time to strike Vix once again for 4 points of piercing and 7 poison.
That's a lot of poison.
And the last one with advantage is going to be a 13 to hit, which is probably going to be a miss.
That's a miss.
It hits the ledge here, just barely, trying to aim for a different part of you as shooting down at you. 3 arrows are coming to Diana as they see Diana casting spells up here, climbing up off the ledge. So here comes 3 at you, Diana. First one's a 10. I believe that misses. Oh, natural 20. And the last one is going to be an 8. So that's going to miss. So you're only going to take the crit. So 13 points of piercing damage, Diana, as this arrow strikes you. Plus 8 points of poison damage. As the arrow hits you right in the shoulder as you're climbing up, throwing out your arm, trying to cascade this warding flare to stop this attack from happening. And 3 arrows are coming to Kallista.
How dare they?
Does a 21 hit
Just wait till I get out of this weather.
you? 21 does hit. Okay, so you will take 11 points of piercing. Oh, I rolled both highest on both dice, and 8 poison damage. Second shot coming in is only a 17.
Just hit.
Just hits, okay? So you take 8 piercing and 2 poison from that shot as another arrow strikes your flesh. And the last shot is 15, so it goes wide. Okay. And they seem to be okay. They're about 15 feet kind of up on these ledges, kind of like dangling over top, just like hanging sideways, almost like firing these arrows down at you guys. That is our end of our first round. We're going to go back up top side as we do a camera shift to Molfin, who has just approached the Xorlarrin estate.
How far would is Kallista and the group have been given Molfin feedback?
Mm-hmm.
Would they have, at the point I'm getting here, would they have told me? Would they be at the point where Kallista just called out that more Drider have shown up?
Yeah, just
Or
as
is that still
just as you're
coming in the
getting to,
future?
like, you can see like the entry gate. That's when you get this in your head.
Molfin's gonna stop for a quick second, just sort of put a hand out towards wherever he thinks Ashlyn might be, to just sort of wait a second.
Okay.
Just think back to the group. I'm standing about 100 feet in front of the place. Are we moving forward, or do I need to come down there?
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Do what you have to do, Molfin. We'll figure this out.
And
Thinking of
very
Paul.
very deliberately to the group, but in that sort of inner monologue type voice, or how he's trying to, basically he's trying to make it appear like, oops, I meant to think this to myself, but I sent it to all you anyway. There's gonna go, oh, she is really gonna wish she hadn't said that afterwards, but oh well. And then just start
Molfin, I
walking.
know you. I know what I just said. Did I hesitate?
Fair enough. Are there any guards out in front of the building?
There are. So before this happens, I just want to address to Twitch and YouTube and anybody watching, and also to my players here. Time's going to be a little ambiguous here because obviously we have a combat encounter happening and a non-combat encounter happening. So it's going to be a little weird, but I don't want like Matthew sitting here for the entire night doing nothing. I'm going to split you guys apart and have you guys do these things back and forth. So
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
we're the Star
Whatever
Wars
works.
movie, the hard cuts.
Hard
You
cuts,
don't
and
know
you go
how
back
to
and
figure-
forth. Yeah, time is weird. That's right.
In the brief time that this conversation happens here, everyone has been firing crossbows and shooting arrows and things that everyone's been missing.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, it does
Um,
appear that there are 2 guards standing outside, heavily armed, drow, wearing pretty nice. This looks like some kind of very decorative studded leather armor.
Molfin will start walking a little closer, and as he gets probably about maybe 100, give or take, just about 100 feet in front of them, he's just going to reach out and very just pointedly send a firebolt right into the ground in between their feet.
One of them's
Enough to
It flares up with this bright glow, and one of them kind of steps back quickly. The other one like reaches for a blade and pulls out a rapier. And they just look over towards you. What's the meaning of this?
Go tell Xerath it is time for us to deal.
What are you talking about?
He's going to reach into his pocket and just pull out the fake flask and just hold it up in front of them. Tell her there's a strange robed individual holding a flask looking to speak with her.
They both like immediately like change the expression on their face to, did this guy really just roll up onto the front door and just flash this flask at us? and they look at each other for a moment, and the one just slowly takes the rapier and he sheathes it, but the other one kind of keeps, he's got kind of like a short sword in his hand. He kind of keeps it. They're still kind of skittish, but the one that had the rapier starts to like slowly walk back and disappear into the estate. It's within a short...
As he starts running, make sure she brings her payment.
Right. And they continue to move. As they move up, you see he kind of like gestures to a couple other individuals as they're moving towards the door, and a couple more drow guards kind of come down, and there's about 4 of them now that kind of surround you, sort of. And they're just watching and waiting. And it's within just a short...
It's just around, and Molfin is sitting there, arms folded in the robe. In my hand, though, just a small, round metal bead. Holding on to, and basically preparing a spell just in case things go sideways.
Okay. After just a short time passes, much to your disappointment, you see coming out is not Xerath herself, but you see Brackthel. And alongside Brackthel is that individual that you followed in disguise a little while. I've got his name here. Onar, who was leading Reed in that group. They both approach, and it seems like they're... You know, Brackthel's got his hand kind of like on the hilt of his blade as they make their way down. And he looks at this small robed figure in front of him. It really is you, isn't it?
You expecting someone else? Oh, by the way, Reed says hello.
He kind of looks at Onar with this strange, suspicious look, and they both like look at each other, and then they look back to you. And
wasn't it strange how much information you got from Reed the other night? Women calling him a pervert, and maybe it wasn't Reed you were speaking with.
Of course it was.
Well, of course it was. I just knew that somehow.
So you've brought the flask. The Queen would like to invite you to meet with her. If you please follow me.
I'll give a little bow. Mm-hmm. I suppose.
She's excited.
Let's see if she has
she said
proper enough.
She always knew that you would eventually come to your senses. And we'll put this misunderstanding behind us. And Brackthel kind of he looks at Onar, kind of just gives him a head nod, and they both start kind of walking towards the main entryway.
And Molfin will follow behind the two of them.
And I guess
after a couple
Ashlyn's just
steps,
kind of following you closely as best that she can.
Yeah, just basically trying to stay. Actually, I don't know. Did Ashlyn? Does the party know about the statue? That spider statue that seems to be able to see things.
Did you tell them?
Did you tell us?
Because you were the only one that knew that.
Okay, then no, they wouldn't. She wouldn't know then, so never mind.
Okay.
But your mind
Your
link.
mind length.
Oh, that's a good point. So Molfin would warn her about this,
Okay.
and basically have her keep me in between her and the statue.
Okay.
So basically, to anybody watching, it looks like the statue is following Molfin.
Okay. All right.
At least that's his hope.
Sure. Yeah, you guys.
And Molfin will, as they're walking in, just sort of call over to Braxel. It really took you kissing her hand to realize something.
What are you talking about? I knew when she said that you were close. I had my doubts, but now you're here. Right on the front doorstep. And as you guys are walking up there past that jade spider, it does exactly what you said it would. It's tracked on you. As Ashlyn, you can feel her presence right to the side of you. And that thing just tracks the whole way up those little stairs and into the front area.
Staring at it the whole.
Very cool. I was telling my players, I do want to retcon one thing before we go into round 2 of this combat. The one drow that had the surprise attack, the Drider, at the beginning of when this all started, needs to take their turn before we can move on to round 2. So, I'm going to go ahead and get some new battle music going for this. So this Drider, let me go ahead and disable my preview. A little loud, I apologize, guys. Okay. This Drider is going to... seeing that the small creature that was flying over is webbed down beneath, kind of climbs down this thing a little bit, and just like standing on this ledge, starts to like loom over top of you and goes, and starts to spit out this yellow-green spray down over top of you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Vix.
Is it a spell or no?
It's
not a spell.
It is considered a spell, yes.
Can I counterspell it?
You can. You want to counterspell it?
I'm gonna try a 3rd level counterspell.
Okay. It begins to like inhale, and you start to see its eyes begin to glow greenish green, then fade to purple, and then as it goes to all the little particles, the green particles coming out, just seem to vanish with a wave of your hand and a incantation. You've counterspelled it.
Oh, I'm so happy that worked because I really didn't think it would work.
And that's all he does. Bringing us to round 2. At the top of the round, we have Vix. You're first to go. You are restrained and prone down there on that little bit of rubble.
I'm going to. I know that for the life of me, I will never make a strength save to get out of this webbing. So I'm just gonna swing my fiery sword, like trying to, slice, like I'm trying to slice bread, but slice the webs with the fiery sword.
Okay, so you're attacking the web.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta do it with disadvantage because it's considered an attack.
Oh, that's okay.
Mm.
Rolling a strength save will not work for me. Okay, that's an 18 and a 9, but 9 plus 9.
Oh, yeah. You hit.
It's 18.
Roll your damage. See if it's enough to break through the webs. And so are you using your bonus action to ignite the sword? Is that what you were doing?
I did in the beginning.
Oh,
In the
okay,
beginning of the
okay.
fight.
Gotcha.
So that's 15 points of damage.
Oh, you slice out of
Well-
this web like a piece of cake. You just like slice through the blue flames, kind of licking up over the webbing, kind of melting it away from you.
And then I'm just gonna very gingerly fly up here and like grab my dagger if I can, assuming it's on the ground.
It is. So you're gonna pick up your dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like float up right above them and loom over them. I'm gonna loom back,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
When you moved out of range of that spider, it can
Oh.
make an opportunity attack against you. If you're okay with that.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So it is
I
going.
forgot I was prone, so I have like 15 feet. But yeah,
It attempts to bite you with an 18,
that is my armor class.
so that will hit. So you're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution
That's
save.
a lot.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me too.
I'd love a compilation of all of the con saves I've made in this whole campaign and how many I've failed. 8.
8. That will fail. So you take 9 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see you. Poison damage. Okay. Yep. 9 points of poison damage. Sorry, I had to reread that a couple times to make sure I knew what the rule was saying. All right.
Nothing else?
Nothing else. 9 points of poison.
Okay.
There is something else that can happen, but certain conditions have to apply. And right now, those conditions
Okay.
don't apply.
All right.
That end your
okay.
turn, Vix?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, it's the squad of Drow's turn. What would you guys have them do?
Fire.
Personally, I think they should go after the spiders by.
Yeah, I think they'd
Her
be
father.
hitting the spiders.
They'd be going after the ones by Riled, though.
Yeah,
That's the one I think. Yeah.
that's what I was thinking too.
There are two that are still on the ceiling, so they have to move significantly closer to make sure that they're within range. But as long as they're relatively
Sure.
close to those tokens, they'll be within their regular range, 30 feet.
And they have a 30-foot movement, right?
Yeah, so we'll just
Yeah.
basically move them all down onto the bridge and
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah, if you guys want to position them where you think is appropriate. And remember, they do have spells if you want them to try to cast those fairy fires or darkness, but that's totally up to you guys. What's up to you? What you would like them to do. You're kind of commanding them.
Yeah, let's have another one fairy fire these spiders over here.
Fairy fire is like a has like a
AoE to it, I think, right?
has like a box or something. Is it a cube area? No, it's a
Yeah, I think it's a cube.
6.
Cube.
Oh, that's darkness. Why is it reading darkness when I'm hovering over a fairy fire? Yeah, range 60 feet, 20 feet cube. So it can probably get one of them can get all 3 of those spiders in one spell.
Let's do that.
Okay, cool. So casting fairy fire, that was, I believe, a dexterity saving throw for the spiders. So we've got
Yee.
spiders making dex saves. The first one is a 6.
Nope.
Second one is a 15.
I think that saves.
And the last one is a 10.
Nope.
So the one probably right beside Riled is the one that would save, since I kind of just went from left to right.
Sure.
So this one fails and is now glowing with fairy fire. And the one on the far right is also glowing with fairy fire. So we got these two glowing. And what do you guys have the rest of them do?
Shoot him up.
Shoot them up. All right, go for
Yeah,
it.
let's give 3 to each of them.
3 to each.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and all of them would be, well, all of them within range. If they do it right. So yeah, the 2 that are fairy fired, you'd have 6 at advantage.
Alright.
All right.
Let's go.
And
Are
then
these
3 straight rolls.
So which ones are these
So
going
I'll do
to?
the advantage ones first.
Advantage ones first, and
So 3 to the top and 3, like the top 2, like each. So 6
okay,
total.
go for it.
Alright, so let's do the left first.
Okay.
1. Ooh,
That hit.
natural 20.
Ooh,
Hey!
that's the first 3. All.
That's first 3.
All of those hit.
Alright.
Just go, yeah, go ahead and roll the first damage.
4 piercing.
I will let. Well, oh, surprisingly enough, they are not. Weird
Yeah, that is weird.
that they're not like immune to poison, or
Immune to poison.
yeah, they're not. That's weird. Okay.
That's what I was thinking when I stabbed the other one.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Well, I'm shocked too. I am just as shocked as you are. That one makes the save, so that's just 4 piercing damage, that first one.
Yep.
Okay.
Next one would be the crit.
6
Aw.
piercing from the
Wow.
crit. that was
Yeah.
that was a weak crit, but let's make that con save for that one. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's gonna save.
And the last one is 5 piercing.
5 more piercing.
For that one?
This spider taking those shots is still up. Looking rather hurt. So that's 5 piercing, and I will make 1 more con save, as all these are poisoned little arrows. That's gonna fail.
Yep. Alright.
Poison for an hour.
Easy.
So disadvantage on all the stuff it tries to do. Okay, now you want to do the other ones?
Yeah, the right one, top right.
Top right, you got it.
1, 21,
Hit.
23, 23.
Hit. All 3 hits.
8 piercing on the first.
Okay.
Con save.
Yeah. Actually, I made I did all 3, and it fails, so it's going to be poisoned as well.
Alright. Next one is 4 piercing, and the last one is another 8 piercing.
Nice.
So
Damn.
20 points total.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's looking
Yikes.
really rough, but it's still hanging onto the ceiling and is kind of like got this strange, weird, like yellowy substance kind of seeping out from around the wounds it's taken. It looks like it's the poison has taken effect on this one.
Alright, and these last 3 are straight rolls at the one on Riled.
Okay, are they still using the hand crossbows, or because this one is actually attached to the bridge, so they could come up and attack using their short swords. They, like these 2 that are next to Riled could attack with short swords if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure. Let's do 2 short swords and a hand crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. So, first one. Oh, nat 20.
Natural 20, critical hit.
One is 17, and then the hand crossbow is a 17.
Those all hit.
They
Alright.
all felt really bad after the first round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they had to
you had to step it up a notch. That's right.
They got shown up by a dragonborn.
7
On the crit.
damage on the crit. Okay.
6 piercing on the second.
6 on the second. Okay.
And the hand crossbow is another 6 and a con save.
Another 6 and a con save. You got it. Let's see. Con save. That is natural 20, 21.
Oh, you're good.
Saves on that one. Very cool. So the drow are stepping up. You guys can hear the sounds of all these hand crossbows going off and sticking into the flesh of the spiders.
Yeah.
And what was that?
Knowing that they're like engaging, it's hard to put them.
Oh yeah, it's okay. That bridge isn't like
Yeah.
perfectly on squares, so it makes it difficult.
I know.
Yeah. Cool.
Sorry.
So it's Jamie's drawing ability. That's what it is. Silver, it's actually your turn.
Okay. With 30 feet, I know you said this is an incline. Can I walk up this? It just takes extra movement, or
it's only like a 5-foot little cliff. So basically, you can put your arms up there and like pull yourself up. It just takes an extra 5 feet to get up there. It's kind of like
So I
count that
then...
space as difficult terrain.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was just wanting to make sure. So I'm gonna move up to right there.
Oh yeah, stepping in between
And-
Diana and Kallista there. Yeah.
And you've all seen me do like an ice breath before, but this time as I inhale, you don't see the ice crystals form, and I just let out this terrifying like roar, basically like a dragon's roar. And I need everything within 30 feet of me, every enemy within 30 feet of me, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good lord. So basically,
So it's everything except for these two spiders back in the back that have fire, and the one back here.
okay. All right.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saves. I'm going to start with the giant spiders. Okay, I'll start with the one to the farthest left on the lower side by the glowing drider. Wisdom save. 17.
Have to beat an 18.
18, so that fails. What is the condition if they fail?
They are feared.
Oh, so they're frightened of you?
Yes.
Okay. What's a good frightened image that we can put on here? I like this one. The screaming person. That's a good one. Alright, now I'm just going to keep on going to the left on the lower side here first. So we got the next,
Sounds good.
The next giant spider. Got to beat an 18, right?
18. Gotta be 18.
So that's a fail. Next giant spider is a fail. Next giant spider is a fail. And the one on the bridge is a fail. All the spiders failed. And now the Driders, which is all of them, right?
Correct. That's why I moved to this position.
Nice. The one to the far left fails. The one above you fails. The two on the right. The one on top succeeds with a 20. And the one on the bottom fails. So only one succeeds out of all of those.
Now they're all frightened.
Mm-hmm.
If they take any damage, they can make their save again.
Okay.
They are frightened for a minute. So that means they have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks while within sight of me.
Wow.
And I think cannot move any closer to me.
Not willingly move closer to you. Got it. So this roar echoes throughout the chamber from Silver. Something deep down within. As he roars out. Kallista, Kallista and Diana are probably a little startled because it happened like right next to them.
As a bonus action, I will rage.
Okay, that fits in with the,
as
with
a
the
part
aesthetic.
of this,
yeah,
as a part of the roar, I'm also entering a rage. So
fantastic.
That's the end of my turn.
And your turn, Silver. Well done. Good turn. Because they are all terrified of you. Kallista, you're up.
Now that doesn't mean do not do damage to him. Go ahead and do damage. I'm just trying to mitigate some of the attacks.
You're good. You're Gucci. Our things have changed. So, taking the Staff of Silvery Moon once again, I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning.
Very good.
And I'm going where am I gonna center this? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna center it on this one,
Okay.
and then it would chain to her, to this one, and to the her.
Okay. So, do you have to make an attack roll, or does it have to make a saving throw?
I believe it is a save.
Okay. It's lightning, so I'm assuming dexterity?
It is dexterity.
Okay.
My DC is 20.
Oh, gosh. Natural 20 for a 23.
Okay, pass.
Okay. So, so does it automatically, like, flail off of that individual?
Yeah,
Okay.
all of them have to make dex saves.
All of them make dex saves? Okay, so I'm going to do the Drider to the left, makes a dexterity saving throw. Rolls a 19 for a 22.
Pass.
With disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage.
It's not saves, it's ability checks and
Oh, okay.
Oh,
ability
okay,
checks
never
and
mind.
attacks. Yeah, that fear doesn't affect saves, I don't believe.
And I don't think poison
well,
does either,
No,
right?
poison's also ability checks. Yeah.
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 Poisoned is just ability checks, it's not saving throws?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just ability checks.
Okay, while I have the
My bad.
Drider sheet up, I'm going to go ahead and roll that other Drider over there, and that one's going to fail with a 15. And you said that
Okay, so the
giant
two that
spider in
pass-
front of you, too, is going to get it?
Yep.
Okay, that one
This
is
one.
going to get a 19, so it's going to fail.
Okay, so the two that pass take half, and then the other ones will take full damage.
Okay.
I'm just doing it on roll 20.
Yeah. That's fine.
52!
52 points of damage.
Half if they save.
Half if they save.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 26.
I believe so.
Yes. And,
So the first two I said saved, so they took 26.
Yeah.
Okay, as it hits this first one, you hear a squeal of pain, and then arc of lightning goes across the room over to the one that's fairy fired, and looking over towards Silver with fear in its eyes. The lightning strikes its chest, and you hear this wail of pain as its legs start to curl up towards itself, and it falls off of the wall and slams onto this cliffside and rolls off and splashes down into the water, as this one is no longer there. And these two also strike. This one over here is struck by one of the arcing arcs, and this spider gets shocked, and you just see almost this explosion and sparks go flying, and when the smoke kind of clears, the spider's just upside down sitting there with its legs curled up, as this spider is no more.
All right.
Michael, the ones that took damage that didn't die can make another wisdom saving throw against the fear.
that's true.
Okay,
So-
another wisdom save? Sure. You said it was 17?
18.
Fail. Fail. They're both still afraid of you.
All right. So standing there with the Staff of Silvery Moon, I kind of pull it back to my chest, and then you see Kallista's form merge into stone, and she takes on Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental.
As a
All
bonus
right.
Where's my buddy? There you are.
Now you'll know it's serious. Close to an elemental.
I went elemental, and I don't care. I'm gonna use my movement to get underground.
Okay. The two spiders will have attack of opportunities against you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And they will have disadvantage because they are afraid, and the source of their fear is there, present. So 2 bites. I'm pretty sure that's gonna miss. Oh yeah, or does a 15 hit the Earth Elemental?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. And the other one goes to bite. Ooh, that's a natural 20. Let's see with disadvantage. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
Nope. All right. They can't bite through the rocky form.
Because
of...
Kristy has learned when I wear armor and it has like magical properties, it affects your wild shape.
Oh, it does. Nice. Look at that.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Doing it wrong. So you go down into the earth. And you can still you can still move if you want to move.
I have tremor sense.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay there, or?
Yeah, I wanna. Silver's got these spiders. I'm gonna try and move my way up to this one. This lady here.
Okay. Do you want to move?
But I'm still in the.
Do you want to move in that pillar that it's standing on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like crawl up the pillar. That's cool. The inside of it.
I'm just inside it below her waiting.
Okay. Earth gliding up, kind of like in 10 feet up in that pillar. That's awesome. All right. These spiders are going to go. They can't. This one can't willingly move any closer to Silver, so it's going to try to web Silver with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to fling a web. Disadvantage roll is going to be a 7. So it goes flying past you. You just dodge easily out of the way. The other one being right beside you is just going to try to bite you with disadvantage.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a big 7. So it doesn't even come close. They're terrified and they're not really sure what is happening. The other two, one is going to fling a web at Vix.
Dang it!
Does a 19 hit you?
Dang it!
Wrapped up again. Vix, were you flying?
I was.
Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land prone once again. And you're webbed. This one is not afraid, so it climbs down, and while you're webbed and restrained, this one is not afraid, so it makes an attack with advantage against you, biting into your flesh. That's a 23 to hit you.
Yep.
10 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Uh, 14.
You save. You take 5 points of poison damage.
I think that's the first time this campaign by myself saving a con save.
As this spider just looms over top of you, its fangs dripping with this yellow-green liquid. The other spiders on the other side of the room are going, and this one kind of moves across the wall, 5, 10, 15, and then like starts to climb down the wall over to here, and is going to attack this last little drow guy of yours back here. It's going to try to bite. Natural 20.
He's dead.
Boy. That is a total of 17 points of piercing damage to this one.
He did.
He's dead?
He dead.
He's dead.
He did. He got 13 HP.
So, this one falls. I'm just going to X these guys out with red X's as they go down. This one actually comes this way. Actually, it's going to crawl along the ceiling and then just drop down onto this bridge and then attack this one up front.
Better them.
Does a 16
Dad,
does a
right?
16 hit these drow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it
They have an AC of 15.
bites this guy for 10 piercing And if one of you wants to
Oh.
make a Constitution saving throw for him, anybody?
I can do it.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
Though.
Oh, you want me to do it?
I rolled an 11.
Okay, then
11 saves.
11
So
plus
that means it takes
anything.
half damage. So 4 points of damage is actually enough to kill that one too.
It's got- Yep.
So this
Oh my goodness.
You did it!
this draw falls as these spiders start attacking. Okay, that brings us to Rauld with Diana on deck. Rauld is still trapped, I believe.
Yes, but he's also, just tossing this out to the group, there are also 2 Driders that have nobody around them.
Yeah.
And he also still has the Staff of Power.
He does.
Probably even get those 2 spiders too.
Do you guys want him to throw a
I'm assuming you're talking
fireball?
about like a fireball, right?
Fireball!
Fireball!
If he hits him in the middle, yeah, he's right. He may be able to hit those spiders too. So.
Fireball! Okay, so let me go to my 3rd level spells here. Should be listed on here. Weird. I have the staff power equipped and it's not saying, okay, I might not be able to do it that way. Okay. So Fireball is, I believe it's the 5th level version of the Staff of Power. Yeah. 5 charges. Cast Fireball. And I think that is a dexterity saving throw for these Driders. As this massive explosion erupts in the top corner from the staff. The first one rolls a 9. Second one got a natural 20 for a 23. Gosh, I'm rolling a lot of nat 20s tonight. The D&D Beyond dice rollers doing me wonders tonight. So 5th level is 8d6 or is it 10?
10d6.
10d6. Got it.
Now, did he cast it close enough to be able to get these 2 spiders over here as well, or no?
Yes.
Are they too far away?
Yes, he'd be able to do that. So yeah, he'll make that save for the spiders too. Dexterity. Fails. Fails. So the 2 spiders fail as well. So that's 10. I'm gonna use my little dice roller app here. 10d6.
Yep. Yeah, because 3rd level is 8d6. When you upcast it, it's 1d6 more for each level.
Or 1d6
So it'd be
more.
9d for. So yeah, 10d6 for 5th level.
10d6. As this fireball explodes, each that fails takes 35 points of fire damage. As you hear squeals erupt from the flames as they quickly flash out of a massive glow within these this cavern wall, and the screams dissipate, and you guys can smell the smells of burning flesh and see that these 2 spiders that were right next to Silver are now toasted and no more. And that will end Rild's turn because he's still restrained.
That other dryer that
Oh,
took
poor
damage,
Ryle.
make a wisdom save throw.
The
Yes,
Drider,
damage.
took damage, so he has a wisdom save coming up for the Drider.
18.
18. He is no longer afraid of Silver. Kind of snaps to his senses. All right. Diana, you're next.
Hello. Alrighty. Jamie, is Vix particularly bad? Because it sounded like he was getting hit a lot. Is he like doing okay?
I'm at 106 out of 129.
106 out of 129? Okie dokie. So if I throw like a scorching ray at the spiders or whatever instead of healing you, would that be okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry
Why-
about it.
Positive?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. I'm gonna throw a scorching ray then.
Okay.
If you were at like half health, I would have been like, okay, let me get him. But
So Scorching Ray has
Yeah.
3 different
Kill these
rays.
stupid
Are you-
spiders.
It's 3 rays.
huh?
Yes.
Okay.
3 attack
Are you
rolls.
attacking the
have
same
to
spider with all 3, or are you gonna switch it up and attack different ones?
I'm gonna split it up across like Drider, Spider, whatever I can hit.
What's
what
the
do I
range
got?
on Scorching Ray?
Oh, good question. I believe it's very far. I think it's like 120.
Because you could, if it's at least 35 feet, you could hit both the spiders with fairy fire, so it'd give you advantage on the attack roll. And then
Ooh,
whatever Drider you want to hit too.
thank you so much. I will do exactly what that just recommended. What that recommendation just was.
Yeah, actually, and Diana, you looking back over there would see that the spider that seems to be looming over Raud isn't glowing with fairy fire, but it doesn't look in good shape.
Okay.
Take out the
Noted.
spiders. Just take out all 3 spiders.
Yeah,
my
hit
God, I
all
keep-
3 spiders. Save your
Okay.
girl's dad.
Okay, I'll hit all 3 spiders. So the first roll with advantage was an 18 on the die,
That's
and I
gonna
think my
hit.
spell attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness, how much is fairy fire? I mean, not fairy fire. Oh, no.
Scorching Ray, what's it?
2d6,
2d6
I
or
think?
2d8, something like that.
Something. Yeah,
2d6.
it's
Or
2d6.
2d. Do. Do. I have to go to my spell list. Do. Go.
Scorching Ray is 2d6.
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 Hooray! Yep. Thank you, Jamie.
2d6. Okay. I have. Do. Thank you so much for bearing with me, everybody. Okay, that's a 7 on the first one.
So, do you want to start? Which one do you want to start firing at? Do you want to go left to right, or do you want to go right to left, or
We'll go left to right.
left to right? So this one takes 7 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
All right. It is still alive, but not looking very good. Do you want to attack it again with your second one, or you want to switch over to one of the others?
No, go over to the other ones.
Okay. This one with advantage because it has fairy fire.
Okay. Oh, okay. That one is 8 plus 11. 19?
Oh yeah, hits.
Yay. Shake. That one is a 6 damage.
6 damage is exactly what you needed to kill this spider.
Yay!
As it goes flying,
Let's
it
go.
goes flying off of the bridge with a squeal, and you just hear a splash in the water from down below. Now this one is just a regular roll because this next one does not have fairy fire on it.
Okay. I'm shaking this dice very aggressive. Okay. Ooh, 15 plus 11. 26?
That hits.
I did that math so quickly. Oh my goodness. So proud. King, don't bite
D&D,
me.
teaching math.
That's right.
More effectively than any teacher ever has. That one is a 6 plus 5. That's an 11.
You kill that spider too,
Yay.
as it squeals and also
Let's
falls off the
go.
bridge, and you hear it splashing in the water as the trail of smoke from the flames dissipates from the corpse.
Yay.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Would you like to
Um,
move or take a bonus action?
Nah, I shall stay.
All right, staying right there beside Silver. You got it.
Mm.
At the end of Diana's turn, that brings us to the Driders. This Drider up on this pedestal is terrified of Silver, so turns around and is going to fire 3 arrows at Silver with disadvantage.
AC is 17.
19 with disadvantage. So you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage
Okay, so 4.
plus 1 point of poison damage.
Okay, so you can't half a 1, so
Yeah, can't half a 1. Well, can you half poison damage as a barbarian? You can? Okay,
I'm a bear barbarian, so I have everything except for psychic.
got it. The second one's only an 8, so I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
And the last one is going to be a 12 is going to miss as well. So the other 2 arrows just strike the ground beside you. These 2, however, this one kind of crawls a little bit closer and gets kind of like around this side, and they start to split up a little bit, seeing that they just got blasted. This one crawls this way along the wall here. They're staying kind of up about 10 to 15 feet up on these walls here. One of them's going to fire 3 at Diana. The other one's going to fire 3 at Silver. So 3 towards Diana first. Does a 17 hit Diana's armor class?
I don't believe so.
I don't think it does, Diana.
It does not.
Does not?
It does not. I am a 19.
Okay.
Wait, I'm an 8. I'm an 18.
18.
Wait, I wrote it down.
You're an 18, honey.
18.
I'm an 18.
18. Okay. The second one was a 23, so that one's going to hit, and the third one was exactly an 18, so that one's going to hit as well.
Okay.
So you take a total of, from the first one, 6 points of piercing, plus an additional 6 poison, and the other one does 11 piercing with 1 poison attached to it. And 3 at Silver. 17 misses, right?
Nope, that hits. That's my armor class.
Oh, that is your hit. Second one was a natural 20.
Yep, that hits.
And the third one was a 21.
Yep.
So the first one deals 6 piercing.
That's a 3.
With 1 poison.
Yeah.
The crit is going to deal 15 piercing.
7.
Plus an additional 13 poison.
So 6.
And the last one is 8 piercing with 3 poison attached to it, as all 3 of these arrows strike you. They're pretty good shots.
I just flex and all the arrows just kind of like pop out of me.
Nice. Yeah. Yes.
That didn't even take me down below 200, so.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Well done. I love that. GIA's got you pushing too many pencils. All right, that brings us topside as we do a hard camera swipe. And I'm going to change the music. Go to this. Molfin. You're escorted into the Xorlarrin noble estate. You walk through the banquet hall area. It's empty. Currently, no one is there. They begin to start walking you. So if you remember, there were doors, and you actually go through the left door that Vix and the others had some time exploring up above the upper floors of this this area. You get up into those areas where those arcanists' bedrooms were alarmed. And they continue to lead you on. Eventually, you get to another set of spiraling stairs and seem to continue up. About halfway up the stairs, Brackthel stops. You can see there's another figure. It's just taking a few steps down. And it is actually one of the daughters. It is Shinraya. The one that looked a little bit younger.
Is this the one that we thought was arguing? Or is this the one that was arguing with the mother?
No, this is the one that seemed to be agreeing, in agreement with her.
Okay.
And she looks at you and looks at Brackthorn, and she's like, I will take it from here. Brackthorn kind of looks at you and looks back at her. Are you sure? She looks back with a very stern look. Are you questioning me? And Brackthorn just takes a step back down the steps. Very well. And looks over at Onar with him, and they both seem to start walking back down the steps. There are still two other drow that you can see kind of like looming behind her, like they're almost like in this like little dark shadow. It's kind of like a curving staircase that you can't see like past all the walls. But she's like, we knew you were close.
Apparently he did not. But as they start walking down, Molfin's going to turn back to them. You can find what's left of Reed up on the roof.
You hear, oh no, check the roof. as they go out of sight. And you continue being led up as she kind of turns around and she's just like, please follow me.
Really need better guards around here. Continuing to follow her.
You continue to make your way up. Eventually you make your way up. Well, it seems to be maybe like 2 or 3 floors. You kind of continue past like other doors that are closed, and you don't go through them. You just kind of keep on going up these stairs that keep leading you up. And eventually it opens up into another chamber. And I'm going to place everybody onto a new map so they can see, and hopefully everybody will be able to see what you see. As I get ready to drag Molfin's token on here. So, we drag Molfin here. And we've got to remember that Ashlyn will probably be right beside you, even though she is invisible. I'm going to bring
Yeah, she'll be about 15 feet out.
Okay, well, once you get over to this map, you can move it around, and I'm just going to drag all of you to where you guys end up.
Okay. Oh, wow. Holy hell.
Can you all see that? Yep. It appears that as you walk through this door and you make your way up these steps that lead up into this thing, you can see that there is a massive shrine here. Red, beaming, glowing lights seem to be illuminating the space as you look up to this looming figure of what seems to be a female Drider, but of massive proportion, wearing kind of like a thorny, rickety-looking crown upon her head, eyes beaming red of some kind of like inlaid gemstones of such. And Matron Mother Xerath is just sitting there, candles lit up along this platform, and she's sitting there upon this candles. I said the magic word for Vix. And there are
better give me them candles.
there are some guards standing around, but they're kind of just standing at attention. They don't seem to be, it's almost like they're just there, and ignoring kind of like what is, like they're not trying to intrude. They're watching what's happening, but not trying to intrude on what Xerath is doing. And she just seems to be sitting there looking up at this shrine. And without even...
The shrine hit me as... And does this remind me of the statue at the front of their entranceway? Do I get the sense that these eyes are looking at me?
Make a... I'll let you choose. Do you think it would be... What kind of check do you think would you need to make? Would you feel it'd be more investigative? Would you feel you're using your arcane knowledge or your intelligence? What do you?
Yeah, I'd be leaning more towards, is this some sort of like magical or even potential? Well, I won't call Lolth divine, but you know what I mean? Sort of that arcane or some sort of divine magic aspect behind it.
Okay, if you're focusing more on a divine, you'll need to make it more of a religion. But if you're focusing more on
No, I'm
okay.
focused more on the magic part. Like, I
Okay.
know Lolth falls into domain, but Molfin's bread and butter is magic, so.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me then.
Okay. That's a nat 20, so that's a 37.
37. You get no feeling whatsoever of arcane. Nothing compared to what the Jade Spider did to you.
Perfect.
Like, it just seems to be
Feeling that Molfin will...
a holy shrine of some sort. So.
Okay. Yeah, so Molfin will have, not getting that sort of I'm being watched sensation. Molfin will basically advise Ashlyn in his mind where to go stand. So she's outside of the potential impact radius.
Okay. And without even turning around, Zirith says, "You see, I knew it wasn't worth all the trouble. I knew you would come. I just don't understand why it took so long."
I'd whether or not I felt you would have anything worth my while. This is by no means a gift. You will offer payment, and if you match what I feel this is worth, then it is yours.
She stands up, and she's wearing this beautiful white gown. Ladies, help me out. It has, like, I want to say, like, I've seen ballerinas wear this type of fabric before, because it's kind of, like, a little transparent, but it's, like...
Chiffon?
Probably.
Tool.
Or tulle, yeah.
Yeah, one of those. It's, but it's.
Or is it satin?
It's definitely not satin. I don't.
Okay, is it leotard material?
It's like whatever. What are like tutus made out of?
That's tulle.
That's tulle. Okay, so it's like that, but it's a little bit thicker and it kind of hangs down pretty low. Like it's not like a tutu or something. But she's wearing this white gown.
I feel like that would be chiffon then.
And it looks. I mean,
sorry.
When she turns around, Molfin, this is probably one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. Like, perfect complexion. And she's a grandmother. No wrinkles. Beautiful straight hair. She's standing in front of you and she's like, "No. What kind of payment should I offer someone who has stolen from me?" Because as far as I see it...
Want to view it in that manner? Then we shall call this ransom.
I own what you have. It was wrongly taken from me. I've been asking for it back. And I just want it back. And I will let you be. I would have let you be a long time ago. But no. I had to use valuable resources to keep tracking you constantly. Over and over and over again. Sometimes being unsuccessful in the process. It's been very, very frustrating.
How sad for you.
Yes, please. Put yourself in my shoes for once. Can you imagine? What if I had taken something valuable from you? And have been running all over Faerun for countless months. Hoarding all these things to myself. What are you even going to use it for?
a lovely little city that I mean to unleash it on at some point.
She kind of slowly starts to smirk. You must be kidding.
Not at all.
You plan to unleash a Titan upon
Upon the surface. Yes.
the surface? Or are you talking about the glorious city of spiders here?
Why would I waste my time with that? I've no need of this place. Become an irritant is the only reason I'm here. I have issues I have far greater import than to deal with you.
You've already succeeded in becoming an irritant, as you've been a thorn in my side for quite a long time. Where are the rest of your friends? Where's Riled? Yes, I've seen him.
I have no earthly idea. I'm pretty sure one or two of them, actually no, probably three, would try to kill me if they knew I was interested in bargaining with you.
Is Molfin being 100% honest there?
The statement itself is honest.
But you're still,
he's sort
aware of what's going on, right? So it'd be kind of deception.
Right, I know what's going on, but that part's sort of deceptive, but
Okay.
He's also being
Make a
100% honest that if he went
deception
through the
check on
legit-
that part of, keeping your wits about you and holding back that there's more to this.
I mean, he doesn't know where in the tunnels we are.
He doesn't know where we are. He knows that if he does something drastic, we probably will get irritated with him
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's
not
more
wrong.
he's being honest that if he was to literally give her the Dawn Titan, Kallista, Riled, and Diana would probably murder it.
Have you been telling us like where you were going? By the way, like, did you say I'm up in the hallway where Vincent
Ashlyn's
Silver and
been relaying what's happening.
Yeah, so
Ashlyn's a relay.
basically everything that's going through, Ashlyn's just, you guys are probably in the middle of a battle going, Jesus Christ, shut up, Ashlyn. Ow, I got an arrow stuck in my eye.
I think Kallista would start chuckling mid-battle when Ashlyn got to the part with how frustrated Zirith is, and Kallista would just start laughing mid-battle.
So
that's a
just for
15 on
player
the,
knowledge,
deception.
Okay,
we have an idea where he went in the house.
Yeah.
Molfin, your idea is you're probably at the top floor of this place. Like, this is probably the top.
Well, basically, Molfin and Ashlyn would be feeding back. Oh, we're going down that hallway. Oh, there's a bunch of doorways here. Oh, we're going up a bunch of stairs. Just sort of filtering it down like that.
What'd you roll?
15.
You do know you can't lie to me. And you're pretty bad at it.
That's right, I can't lie to anyone.
You're hiding something from me. What is it?
Always. Molfin will sort of pace back and forth in front of her a little bit. Oh, a couple of feet towards this guard, a couple of feet towards that guard. You asked a question. What would I do if someone had taken something from me?
Yes.
Unlike you, I am not a coward. If someone had taken something from me, I would have done this, and I'm going to step towards one of the guards and just grab him with the hand of Vecna.
Oh, God, really?
I just tried to liquidate one of her guards right in front of her.
Which guard?
I'm staying deliberately away from her, so probably one of these ones closer down by the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Because I want to put her on edge, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm approaching her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if that's gonna hit. That's not a great roll. Give me a second. I gotta look
You
up.
have inspiration.
You do have
Oh,
inspiration.
that is a good point. I'm gonna burn that inspiration.
Okay. Use an inspiration.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That went from a 4 on the die to a 15. So that is a that's a 26 to hit.
26 hits. Is there a saving throw involved?
Okay, yep. So that individual needs to make a let me double check it. I want to say it is a Constitution save. Yep, DC 18 con save.
I'm on fire tonight. Natural 20. So what happens? Nothing?
You make a melee attack on hit. They make the saving throw, or they drop to 0. So yeah, it's a save or suck, so nothing happens. So as Mova just sort of reaches out to touch him and nothing happens, it's just going to try to push him a little bit.
Yeah, you push him. And the drow's just like, how dare you touch me? Get your hands off of me. And the matron standing up there is like, no. No need to get aggressive. We're trying to work out a deal here, aren't we? The deal where you bring back my stolen
We're not
material.
offering anything.
Because it is mine. And I want it back. The deal is, you hand it back, and I let you leave.
He's going to sort of just look down, a little smirk to himself. Thought you were best offer. I'll go find someone else to sell it to. And I'm going to turn and start like I'm going to walk out.
You hear the clanging of some weapons as you turn around behind you. And it appears that the 4 guards in the room are starting to approach you as you start to walk away.
As they start to approach,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast that spell that I had been messing with, that little bead.
Okay. Please elaborate for all of us, including
So
all our Twitch
as
friends.
As Molfin starts to turn like he's going to walk away, he's got a small metal bead he's been sort of playing with within his sleeves of his robe. Just sort of rolling it between his fingers, starts muttering to himself, and as he gestures with it, the bead, mind you, no one can see it, but the bead just shatters and starts to travel. The dust and powder starts to coat his arms. It ends up being absorbed into his body completely.
Okay. You do this?
And as I'm starting to cast a spell, immediately in his head he tells Ashlyn to start taking off down the stairs.
Okay. So
she needs to get out of the room because he's about to lose concentration on her invisibility spell.
Oh, gotcha. You hear...
So she takes off and she will turn herself invisible, so she has that 1-minute window through her ability.
And you hear Xerath say, quickly, stop him from doing anything else. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Kindred Lists.
Please.